Good afternoon, everyone. Sri Aurobindo Society welcome you all in today's webinar. Today's webinar is scheduled by collaborative efforts of Namchi, South Sikkim and Sri Aurobindo Society. In today's webinar, we are going to discuss about project inclusion and inclusive education. In today's webinar, we are going to discuss about those students who are not performing well in their academics even after endless efforts of their teachers. Why these students are not performing well? Maybe their needs are different. We have to find out what different they want from us, and we have to fulfill their needs. For this purpose, we are having our project. This is project inclusion, and in project inclusion, we are going to discuss about inclusive education, in which we are going to collaborate the normal students and NDD students together in a classroom for their studies. In today's webinar, I welcome all the officers present in this webinar, and I also welcome Dr. Simi Mahajan ma'am, Head Project Inclusion, New Delhi, and I also welcome all the special educators and teachers present in this special webinar. We will discuss all the things about inclusive education in detail. But first of all, we want to hear some valuable words from our head, Dr. Simi Mahajan ma'am. Welcome, Simi ma'am. Over to
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, Akansha. Namaste. I'm Dr. Simi Mahajan from Sri Aurobindo Society. Welcome all of you in today's webinar. And I my heartiest welcome to all the education officers who are present here, the teachers and the special educators, and all others who are there. So, as we have uh, stated in the beginning, that this webinar is an orientation to the program project inclusion. How project inclusion as a program can support Sikkim teachers, especially Namchi South Sikkim teacher. Can I request somebody to unmute their mic? Unmute their mic. Uh, can you mute their mic? Yeah, somebody can mute the mic. So thank you so much. Today's webinar is all about that, how as a teacher in the classroom we can support the children who are not performing well in the classroom. Most of the time there are many children in the classroom, in spite of all the teachers effort, they are not able to show that result in terms of their academics, in terms of their other behavior and discipline issues, in spite of all the efforts. And most of the time these children are labeled as disruptive, slow learners, and we put all of them into one box. So this program addresses that these children may be having a neurodevelopmental disorders or the diverse learning needs. If they are given a right intervention, they are identified very well in time, and a right classroom strategy will actually help them, support them, and they can be as good as a pace with other students in the classroom. It is only we have to identify their special needs. So, and we have already worked in Sikkim in 2018-19. We did this work in Gangtok block of Sikkim, and there was a huge participation from teachers regarding this program. At that time we did the on ground program, and on ground training program, 4 days training program was there. And I think more than 500 teachers of Sikkim were Gangtok block were trained on that. And with the help of those teachers, we screened many students, and we did the psychometric assessment also at that time. Because of the difficult terrain and the issue, the issue with the department, because a lot of investment happens when we do the physical training program anywhere, and especially Sikkim, we are already working. It is a very difficult terrain, because traveling and people going to the other side is it's a problem. But since we have worked in more than 20 already worked in more than 20 states, and in the previous on ground program we worked in 16 states, we realized that this is a big challenge. If we have to reach to all the teachers of the country, we cannot go with the on ground program, because it has to be have a some digital intervention, so that we can reach to all the teachers of the country. Within the orientation program, all the teachers will understand that how why this program is more important, and why every teacher of the country has to have learning about this issue, identifying children with various learning difficulties. So now we have come out with the innovative approach, and this is the biggest program,
أول من تنتج وما تدل يطلع.
innovation in education, where um, thousands of teachers have already connected with it. They have trained themselves, and they have started working with children, with their learning through this program. So I will not be taking much of time. The only thing I just want to end up here, that please be attentive into this orientation program, because this orientation program will make you understand that how the what is the scope of the program, how you and we will be working together as a partner, and will support the child in the classroom. And there is lot to gain for teachers under this program. And so be there, and I'm also present during the throughout the this session. So if there is any query in the end, we will take up that also. So I will request everybody to mute their mic and listen to Josie is a clinical psychologist as well as a special educator. So she has more than 8 to 10 years of experience into this field. So today, let Josie speak about what we want to say about project inclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, Simi ma'am. So, a very good afternoon to one and all present. And I would like to welcome to this webinar the education officers, the teachers, education providers. So, today we are going to talk about project inclusion. As said by Simi ma'am, I'm a psychologist and a special educator, and currently I'm associated with Sri Aurobindo Society. So, kindly be with us till the end of the session, and I would like to have your valuable feedback in the method of, like, you can write in the chat box or you can raise your hand and be with us till the end of our journey. So today we are going to talk about project inclusion. So project inclusion is a program where we will talk about how this program will help the teachers, and how will this program will support the teachers to include the children of inclusive, who are inclusive in nature, or who has who are children with disability. So it is a designed by to provide intervention to include children with special needs, to make our life, teachers life and students life easier and more valuable. So with this initiation, I would like to throw some light and introduce you to the current scenario of our country with some current statistics. So the current statistics states that a report by UNESCO and Tata Institute of Social Sciences have been released in the year 2019 regarding the children with disabilities. So what they found is that India is currently home to 8 million children with disabilities. Currently, there are 80 lakh children who has one or more conditions. So out of them, 45% of them fail to attend any education institution. So not only that, they even if they get admission in the school, they drop out because the system lacks infrastructure and systems lacks the strategies to provide education to these children. And another data that I would like to present is presented by census in 2011. So what they said is that the current number of special schools in our country, India, is currently 2,500, where the education providers, who is the RCL licensed special educator, is 1,20,000, and the children with disability living is 80 lakhs. That is 8 million. So I would like to have answer or response from you all teachers and respected education officers. So do you think is this many number of school is enough to cater to 8 million children? I would request you to mute. Yes. Yes. Thank you, sir. So, do you think that these many schools are ready to provide education? No. With the current census, what it says is we are not ready. So today we are not only going to talk about the problem. We already know that the gap, that the major gap that is lacking here. But today we are going to talk about probable solutions. So one and only solution is the inclusive education. So, according to RPWD Act 2016, what they define the inclusive education as a system of education wherein students with and without disabilities can learn together. And the system of teaching and learning is suitably adapted to meet the learning needs of different types of students with disabilities. So, what they said is that we must create an environment where under one teacher and in one condition, in one environment, teacher students can learn together, where they will be able to learn from their classmates, learn from their environment. So it is on us how we adapt and modify those structures and strategies so that they feel home, they feel one with the regular students. So NEP also, National Education Policy 2020, also gave importance to this inclusive education. And what they said is that the first is the bringing awareness and knowledge among teachers, where it talks about being sensitive, being sensitized and aware of such conditions, where they should have the knowledge of the signs and symptoms, how to identify those difficult children in the classroom where they are struggling with, and to create such an environment by modifying and adapting, and also not only by noticing their flaws, which yes, they will have some difficulty during learning, but it is to identify their unique talents and abilities, their uniqueness in them, and then designed a curriculum in such a way, in a flexible curriculum, that it will meet their needs. According to their needs, they will be education will be provided, and they will be assessed according to their talents also. And to help this, NEP also encourages the use of assistive devices like computer and laptop or calculators. Like education officers and respected teachers, how currently we are now connected through our laptops or desktops and through internet. So in the same way, if we encourage the child and help the child to use these devices, which will help them learn with the same pace with the other children also. So here are some stories that I would like to bring your notice on, which is from India. So it is not like that work is not happening in this field with the children with disabilities. It is already happening, and so I'm going to present some of the stories from the various corner of our India. And it is not some stories of abroad, it is very our own country. So the first story, respected teachers, is of a female named Aditi Verma, who is 25 years old, and she has Down syndrome, and she is an entrepreneur who lives in Mumbai. And she's running her own restaurant since last many years. And parents who has disabled children comes from various nook and corner from the country to get motivated by her. And the second story I would like to share is of Pranav Bakshi, who is only 19 years old male, and he's the India's first model with autism. And the third story is of Ansh Batra, who is 14 years old, a child. He has autism, but he's a painter and an artist. So his art exhibition is nationally and internationally recognized. So people from various parts of the world comes to visit his exhibition. So respected teachers, what I would like to highlight is that the success that they had, it's not like that they did not had any difficulty during their learning years, but they had those teachers, those parents behind them who were their major supporters, because they were aware and who learned and were aware of their conditions and able to provide those kind of strategies and support to help them reach to certain level by recognizing their unique talents and capabilities. So teachers and respected officers, so the importance of inclusive education is that if we also include such kind of education in our system, if we also become aware, so we can make many such success stories in our own villages, own towns, and our own schools and own classes. So now I'm going to talk about project inclusion. So this project inclusion was launched, and when it was launched, how it began starting and what the work we are doing right now. So it started in the year 2016, and it is an initiative taken by Sri Aurobindo Society to create an inclusive learning system. So first, it was started in the Ghaziabad district of India, where the teachers were oriented, given training in ground level, where we physically went there and gave training to them, which went on for 4 days approximately. So, and gradually we gave training to more and more number of teachers in the 14 states and the union territories. So initially, when we had a conversation with the teachers, they were not sure, like they could have such kind of disabled children or children with any learning difficulties in their own classroom, because these problems were the hidden difficulty, hidden disability. So if we talk about disability, the only disability that majorly people are aware of are physical disability. So some may be blind, or some has hearing problem, some cannot walk, so it is visible and we can identify. But what here we are talking about is the hidden disability, where children must have problems with the learning. They are not able to academically perform well, they are not able to communicate well. Some may have attention problem, some may have restlessness. So these are the problems which resulted in their academic deterioration. So once we oriented teachers and make them sensitized regarding the signs and the symptoms and how to identify this kind of difficult children, so after we oriented 20,000 number of teachers, and after the orientation and the sensitization program, the same teachers could identify a probable cases of such disabled children of according to 18,000 of cases, and they gave us those case studies of 18,000 children cases who had one or more neurodevelopmental disorders. So after we psychometrically assess them, those children of the 18,000 by our professionals, we got the confirmed cases of neurodevelopmental disorder of approximately 6,600 children. So once we became aware, this program was a success, that yes, we could identify such children and we could also provide them help. So if we look into the 14 states and union territories, these are the 14 states respected teachers. So beginning with the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, with all such Tamil Nadu, Sikkim, Punjab, Puducherry, Jharkhand, Daman and Diu, Chhattisgarh, Tripura, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. So these many number where teachers were oriented, and these were the cases that we finally found there. So the program went on from 2016 to 20, and respected teachers, like we all know, from 2020, how the pandemic started, and we were not able to provide on-ground training. So we shift the on-ground training to digitalized platform. So we built the app and the program was digitalized, and we found that it was quite less time consuming than the ground level training. It was most cost effective. Teachers from each corner can provide access to this app and can learn in their own convenient time, and it will give us a maximum reach. It gave us a maximum reach. So how we transfer to the digital platform. So after this paradigm shift, so we divided the case in the digitalized platform in the 3 phases. So the first, second, and third phase. So first phase was the mainly based on the sensitization and the training of teachers. Like it was a training program for pan India teachers, like to sensitize regarding the signs, the symptoms, the difficulty that the child has or struggling in classroom. So it was majorly the sensitization program. Then we move to the second phase, where after the teacher is well informed and well sensitized, there is this screening and counseling, where there are three forms. After the teacher has get all the information and all the knowledge regarding these students, they, after their keen observation, after 2 to 3 months, they may screen the children where they feel that this child has some problem or this child needs help. So in this screening program there are three forms. So first is to identify whether the child really has falls into the category of disability or not. Sometimes what happens is that uh, child may perform lowly, or does not perform well, or does not respond well because of the absenteeism from long days, or maybe new to school or new to such environment. So in these cases they might not be disabled. So the first form will give us a variation of if the children are really falls into that category or not. So the second form is the identifying their strengths and qualities. So in spite of their flaws and difficulties, they will have some kind of unique capabilities. So this screening form will be able to identify that. And the third form will be of to find where the child really falls short. Where is that deficit domain where the child is performing lowly? So after all the data is gained from the screening program, we move to phase 3, where the intervention is planned, where there is no need of documentation, no need of paper pencil. The app automatically takes all the data and plan an intervention program regarding the child difficulties and problems. So the intervention is designed such that it gives us an area of where we need to work with the child, and what the skills that the child needs to be required to develop. So these are the three phases that the app moves. So this program name is Learning Difficulties, Understanding and Management Level 1. So this course is designed and categorized into 17 modules of course, where there is all the informations and all the signs and symptoms, the benefits of the child, the unique capabilities they may have, and the uh, certain policies that the child will get. So there are 17 modules of the course, where in each module there are chapters. So in each chapters there will be a video which will run for about 3 to 4 minutes of video, and there is also reading material. So if you would like to skip the video or read the reading material which will give the same information. And the course content consists of introduction to inclusive education, education policies on children with NDD, specific learning disability, autism spectrum disorder, and many more. So each modules are multilingual, so you can watch in, and currently we have 6 languages, that is English, Bengali, Tamil, Gujarati, Marathi, and Hindi. So you can click and choose any language that you would like to learn in your own convenient time. And before starting the module there will be a pre-assessment just to assess ki how much you have information regarding this disability condition. So but there is no scoring regarding that, and the module will start, and it is very engaging and encouraging. So after watching the course, to acknowledge your efforts and time that you have given to learn this course, there is also programs of certificate. So there are 2 types of certificate. First is after you complete each module. So after you have completed one module, there will be some MCQs that you have to answer, and there will be an e-certificate generated if you score more than 60%. So after the completion of all the 17 modules, there will be another assessment, and respected teachers who can score 10 till 75%, they will receive an course completion certificate. And there is this special certificate of who respected teachers who can score more and above 75%, they can receive and special recognition and achievers certificate from Project Inclusion Program. So I would like to request each and one of you respected teachers and officers to download this app and get on this journey with us to learn soon about the disabilities, so we can move on to many other phases and help those children. So not only this, that once you have learned the course, once the certificate are given, but there might be also many doubts that you may have after finishing the course or ongoing the course. So there is this provision of online doubt clearing session that we have kept. It is twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. So here the special educator and psychologist will meet you teachers in the online platform, and our IT team also will be there. If you have any doubts regarding the app, regarding the course, or you may have information to tell us about any child that you are finding struggling with, or you're not able to identify, or any doubt that you may have, we will keep this session where you can clear your doubts. So teachers, I am very proud and it's very privileged for us that till now this program has reached to so many of them. And currently we have oriented more than 2 lakhs of teachers. We have been successful to orient them, and more than 60,000 of teachers have registered our app, and 15,000 of them have already completed the course. So we are on the second phase with them. So I would like to request you to, as soon as possible, register and learn the course. So this is a demo where I will be showing you how these modules will be there, like these chapters will be there. In each chapters, there will be information regarding these conditions. And there will be this video. So now I would like to share you this animated video.
Dyslexia, understanding the disorder. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. You must be wondering, why are we revisiting learning alphabets at this stage? For you, these are simple alphabets. Within these 26 letters, you may be able to identify the vowels and consonants. Now, what if we say that this isn't the case with everyone? Meet Zoya. She's 6 years old, and this is how the letters appear to her. All that she sees is some dancing and floating shapes. Zoya has a hard time connecting letters to the sounds they make and then blending those sounds into words. Since she cannot pronounce the words or recognize their sounds, she cannot understand the meanings. So, what's the case with Zoya? Zoya has a disorder called dyslexia. Dyslexia is a language-based learning disability. Students diagnosed with this condition face challenges in interpreting and processing language. The disorder affects an individual's ability to read, spell, write, and speak. While these students have a normal vision and are just as smart as their peers, they struggle with their academics, thus requiring the teacher to adapt to an individual's way of learning. In this series of videos, we will learn about some teaching strategies for students with dyslexia. Before we start with the sessions, it is important for us to know that a supportive teaching environment plays a vital role in making the classroom dyslexia friendly. A teacher's understanding of specific difficulties and how they may affect the student's classroom performance is a blueprint for the teacher to plan and proceed with the lectures. From the next session onwards, we will begin to learn the strategies that can be implemented to teach the students having this disorder. Stay tuned.
So, respected teachers, you have seen the video and how easy and convenient is to understand. The content is very easy to understand, and so you can watch the video, which is very small for 3 to 4 minutes, and then you can finish the course. So, here is a walkthrough that I would like to take you regarding how to operate the app and how to launch the course. So, I'm starting the walkthrough video.
Actually, Josie ma'am, you are on mute.
Okay. So, so I'll start again. Sorry. I'm very sorry, teachers. So I'll again take you walk through this video. So first you have to click the language and your profile and enter your phone number to log in, and then click your password with your OTP, and here your course will be there. Home screen will be there, and below the home screen there will be this courses option. You click on this, and my course, you have to click my course option, and you can then launch the course, and you can just click to next, and modules will be there. These are the 17 modules. Click to one of the module, go to next, and chapters will be there, and click to first, then you can watch the video, and you can finish the course. So thank you, respected teachers and education officers, for listening so patiently and being here with us in this program. So now I would like to hear your valuable feedback through our chat box or any doubts that you may have.
We will be very happy if anybody has any question to ask about the program, and we expect that everyone who's present here, they can download the app immediately and can enroll into the program, because as I told you that this is a mass moment we have started in the country, and we want that every teacher of the country should be connected with this program, and they should be sensitized, and they should know basic about these children who are present in the classroom. As Josie already said, that these are hidden disabilities. Child, normally we don't find that we have such children in the classroom, but just observing their certain behavior patterns, their academic performance, we can actually identify these children within the classroom. Many of them may have learning disabilities, or autism, or intellectual disability, or ADHD, whatever it is. They can very well be included into the classroom. They can do very well in their studies, they can continue their studies, education, and they can be the important resource of the country. So we request you, and this program is the first program without any cost and effort. We can actually, from sensitization to, we can identify these children in the classroom. And in the third phase of the program will be that where any teacher who will be identifying, they can adopt a child. Adoption means that 6 months our team will be working with on one to one with the teacher to support her in the classroom, to how this child can study with, along with other children easily, and this is going to reduce the effort of a teacher also. Most of the time when such trainings and program happen, so there is a lot of apprehension on the part of a teacher, that they may see that maybe it is another burden on them. But I can assure you, this program is going to ease your burden, because children were already present in the classroom. With this knowledge and with this learning, you can now apply the right strategy, so that without putting much of effort, you can get the desired results. So the purpose is that have a clear understanding about how you can enter into the program and be there. I will request the team to please open the QR code. Immediately you can, from the QR code, you can just scan the QR code and download the app. And there is never another day, it is always right now. So we'll be very happy. Okay, you can just download the app immediately and register into the course and complete the course. The course is designed per your convenience. That is the phase 1 is the sensitization course. As we have said that it is on the learning management system, you don't have to you have to just align half an hour daily for this program. That daily you can watch 4 or 5 videos, small videos of 4 to 5 minutes duration, and within 10 or 15 days you can complete your course. So without disturbing your daily routine, daily classroom, your personal life, you can easily learn this program. And then end of the program, you can give your you can show your certificate also, and share your certificate with the department also, that you have learned during this program. Because we ensure the learning during this program. We can guarantee you, if you are downloading your certificate, that you will be learning in throughout the program, and you will see the difference. And then we expect you to immediately after completing the course, you can put the case studies through the screening phase of the second phase of the program, where you can submit the cases. That those cases will give us, through that level, we will be able to help you how to work with these children. So please join immediately ASAP. Still, I am Josie are here. Anybody, I will give still give 2 minutes to everyone. If you have any query, any question, we'll be very happy to take up that. Thank you. Anybody wants to ask any question, it's good to ask. Can I get some, can you be who are, all are present here, can you give us the indication that will you be enrolling into the program? Would you like to be a part of this moment and program? अगर जो चाहते हैं, they can always give the thumbs up. Thank you, Priscilla ma'am, and I'm looking forward to more and more thumbs up in this reaction, that more and more teachers should join in this program. So thank you so much. Thank you all for patiently listening to us, and let us start this new journey with the great partnership, and we are looking forward to work with each other. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everybody. Okay, we can leave the meeting then.
Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this webinar. And I hope you all will download this Project Inclusion app and benefit the NDT students. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this webinar. And thank you, Josie ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Akansha.
Now, everyone can leave this meeting. This webinar is over. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Miss Priscilla, you want to say something? Yes, any teacher, would you like to say something? We can unmute and say, or just drop in the chat box.
Thanks for joining us, all the teachers and officers. Thank you so much.